Well, for the last couple of weeks, we've been talking safety tips when it comes to different businesses reopening, but we are now in the heart of summer. 4th of July is upon us, and a lot of people are going to be doing outside activities, getting together with their friends and family, and we want to make sure that as you start to gather with your close friends and family, again, you're practicing those safety tips. And I have Rochelle Stevens with me today, the Associate Chief of Nursing at Rochester General Hospital, to talk through some of those safety tips with us. We are practicing our social distancing, which I'm sure will be one of your tips for us.
Definitely. So as you guys are going to picnics, barbecues, backyard activities, number one is social distancing, right? And I think a good little kind of tip you can use is both hands cannot touch. You are good and safe distance apart. And if you're unable to maintain social distancing, wearing a mask is very important. So there's a lot of, you can buy these, they are readily available. There are some homemade masks, cloth masks. The key is to protect yourself, protect your loved ones, and your friends.
So when I picture having a barbecue or a picnic, oftentimes people are spread around a table together. There's a lot of food on the table. People are cooking from the same plates, maybe the same chips bag of chips. How do you recommend practicing safety when it comes to some of those common practices we're used to at barbecues?
That is a great idea. So I think the first thing that came to mind is for any food that needs to be shared, is to have something available that is a one-time use, right? So think about pouring your chips, right, the bag of chips into your own plate versus putting your hands in. That's number one. Second, hand hygiene is extremely important. If you first choose soap and water, and if unable to use soap and water, having some kind of hand sanitizer to really those in-between hand hygiene, especially with shared utensils. I would advocate for people to use individual utensils, so you can just use your own to pick your food and not have to share. If you can do individual packages, that's really first options if you want to stay safe and keep your loved ones safe.
A lot of probably plastic, paper.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, some backyards might have a pool. How do we address swimming? And a lot of kids, they want to get in the pool. Maybe they don't still fully understand why it is we've been practicing social distancing for the last few months.
That is a good question, and each individual is going to have to assess what is the limit into people getting full. Ideally, you do want to maintain that safe distance of at least 6 feet apart. So judge the size of your pool, judge how many people you would like involved in the pool. Now, for family unit, it's easy to have everybody in there, they all live together. But if you're having guests, maintaining that safe distance is crucial, even indoors.
How about as far as the amount of people in your backyard? If you are having a barbecue for the 4th of July, can you recommend capping it at a certain point? Does it depend on the size of your yard?
It really depends on the size of the yard. So think about it. If you go into a public park, most of the park right now have a limitation about half the number of people to maintain that social distancing. The same rule can apply for your backyard. If you don't have a huge backyard and now keeping your family safe, and I'm repeating this over and over because this is what it's all about. It's keeping ourselves safe and our loved ones safe. You might have to downsize the size of your party, right? So I think now might not be the time to have the biggest party, but think about it. Who are the most crucial people that you want to enjoy this time with? And can you keep them safe while you do that?
Now, if I'm spending the day at someone's barbecue, you're having some food, you're having a few drinks, you're going to have to go to the bathroom at some point. How do you address folks coming in to use someone else's bathroom? Multiple people might be coming in. What can people be doing to make sure they're not spreading germs in this setting?
The biggest thing definitely there is hand hygiene, right? So it's basically washing your hands when after you use the bathroom, which is universal rule, right? But definitely think about as you're touching doors, opening doors, closing doors. Remember to always keep doing hand hygiene. That's the biggest thing.
Now, say people are going to go to the beach for the day. I know it gets a little trickier. You're around a lot of people that you don't know. Any tips when you're heading to the beach?
So the good thing now is everyone's aware that we're all trying to stay safe. I myself have been to the beach, and the key is to just firmly, loudly kind of remind your children or your loved one, we're maintaining safe distance. And the moment you say that, if we've been having to say someone to stay away, just saying I'm practicing safe distancing, it's a very safe thing to say, and no one feels uncomfortable and no one knows to keep distance. And always have a mask available, right? If you believe you're gonna be less than 6 feet apart, put on your mask and put it on.
Do you recommend if you're going on a family outing, you have a bunch of little ones at home, reassuring them, having that conversation again each time before you leave the house?
Yes, definitely have it again, remind it in the call, and as you get there, it's a reminder.
A public park. We talked about barbecuing in people's backyards, but a public park. Anything different that people should have in mind when they do that? Maybe they're going kayaking or swimming in the lake.
No. So that's a good thing is some of the safe practices you have at home, you can take to the public park. And as challenging this may seem, the rules remain the same whether you at home, you have guests over, you go to the park. Mask if you can be less than 6 feet apart. Social distancing, hand hygiene.
Any last safety tips now that we are in the summer? Anything that you would like to point out to anyone, especially as folks are getting ready to maybe have that backyard barbecue with some family and friends they haven't seen in a while?
I think I'm very proud of what we have been able to accomplish as a community in preventing a huge spike in COVID-19. I would love for us to continue to do it so we can spend time with our loved ones. So I think that's very important. I would love for us not to take a step back and continue to move forward as we prevent a spike or respike in COVID-19.
Rochelle, thank you so much. Everyone, enjoy your summer, enjoy your favorite summer activities, but do remember, as Rochelle mentioned, the hand hygiene, the masking, and the social distancing. Be safe and healthy.